Laffenberg, CJ nails the right corner three. He's fouled and he'll go to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
Joanna Smith, bullseye with the three-pointer. That's back-to-back threes.
Now a steal from Carruthers. Took it from Keene. Ahead to Hamilton, angling it from the left. Mid reverse whip, but Kadiri slams in the miss.
And we welcome everyone into the Pulse Arena at the Seneca Niagara Resort, and we welcome in UB men's basketball coach Nate Oates. Been a nice little run for your team here lately, Nate. We want to talk a little bit about the win over Central Michigan earlier in the week, and then you've got a game coming up on Tuesday night against Northern Illinois. So let's start there. The Huskies coming into Alumni Arena, a 7 p.m. tip-off on Tuesday night. What have you seen so far from the Huskies? What are you getting ready for Tuesday night?
You know what? They're one of the best rebounding teams in the conference. They're tough. They're more athletic than they've been in the past. You know, they started out 4-0 in the conference. You know, they've struggled. Sometimes that's just how the schedule works. But they're good. They just almost beat, Akron, who's undefeated in league play. So, they're a little better at home. So hopefully we. At our place, we can play a little better, and we've been playing better offensively lately. We need our defense and our rebounding to pick back up where it had been a couple weeks ago, and hopefully our defensive side and our offensive side both match each other at an elite level. Our offense has been coming, and now we just got to get our defense shored back up like it was, and hopefully it's a great game.
All right, that's Tuesday night at Alumni Arena, 7 o'clock tip-off against Northern Illinois. I hope all Bulls fans had a chance to be at Alumni Arena this past Tuesday, because I'm telling you, Nate, the game against Central Michigan was one of the most fun MAC basketball games I've been at in a long time. I guess it's easy when it's 101-91 as the final score to say it was a lot of fun, but I almost sensed that you were sort of caught up in the excitement and the end-to-end action that went into a game like that.
Yeah, when it was like a stop on the one end and then we run out and get a bucket on the other, and it was great.
You like that better, didn't you?
Yeah, but when it was bucket, that we needed to get a few stops. So, it was fortunate we were able to rattle off enough to build up. We almost got a 20-point. I think we built it up to 18 at one point there in the second half. So that was good. I thought our guards did a great job in the second half on, Keene and Rayson are top two scorers in the MAC by a long shot, like in conference games. And Keene's the leading scorer in the country, so that we knew it was going to be an offensive game. We weren't going to be able to grind that one up and win it, only scoring 70. So, but Blake was great again. Blake's been playing pretty well lately. CJ and Willie both had good games. Kadiri's been continuing to play pretty well for us, so we're getting pretty good play from most of the guys we need to get good play of, and hopefully we can continue to do that.
Well, take us inside the coaching room a little bit and talking about Marcus Keene, who obviously got a lot of attention coming into that game as the nation's leading scorer, trying to become the first guy in 20 years to average 30 points per game. And to hold him, and it sounds funny to say hold him to 24, but you held him to 24. He shot 7 of 21. So what was the idea going in, and then how was the execution pulled off in keeping him under control?
It was kind of based on their lineups. At times they'd have all 5 shooters in with them. Sometimes they'd only have, 3 or 4 shooters. So based on their personnel, we were either going to trap him, which is what we started the game out and gave that dunk up. We didn't really execute it the way we wanted, but we wanted to get the ball out of his hands. And then other times we were just going to play into him, make him take like twos in the lane on our bigs and just kind of send them to our bigs. Our bigs are pretty athletic and long, and thought Kadiri did a pretty good job in the second half. And Carruthers got the bulk of the load guarding him, and I thought he got into him pretty good where he couldn't get any open twos off. That one he hit in front of our bench in the first half was ridiculous.
It was about 35 feet, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Rayson hit the other one right there was even deeper. But, so I thought Dante really got into it, forced him to drive the ball in the lane where we had help. Our bigs could contest. And, in the first half, their center hit a couple threes, which kind of is what we were going to give up, sending them to our big in the lane. Well, then, I thought Kadiri did a really good job sprinting back out of the lane when they gave those 2 guards gave the ball up and challenging Meyer to put the ball on the floor. And so we gave up a few more to Meyer than what he averaged, but, we held Keen under his average, and Rayson, was pretty good too. But in the second half, I thought we held them both. I think they were 9 and 8 in the second half, which is a lot better.
Blake Hamilton, you mentioned him briefly. He was outstanding. There just seemed to be a look of determination on his face that he was going to carry your team, and he almost carried your team to a triple-double with 27 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists. When he is on, when things are working for him, and it seems like when he's got the ball in his hands and controlling things, he seems like a different player.
Yeah, you know what? We had kind of, our offense wasn't flowing great a few weeks ago. We kind of came into practice, said we're going to move him off the ball again, kind of like he was last year. He came to see me, told me he wanted to play point, so I sat down and went through all the reasons I thought he should move off the ball, and he told me he could fix them all, and he's done a pretty good job. The ball's been moving. Our offensive efficiency numbers have been really good kind of since then, so we didn't actually move him off the ball much. We just got him to change a little bit. Yeah, I mean, he's close. He was 1 rebound shy of a triple-double against Western, so as long as we're an alumni, he's been pushing triple-doubles here. So hopefully, now we got the students back. The trial was great.
Yep.
Hopefully Blake can keep pushing triple-doubles. Hopefully he gets one here. I think it'd be great if he could get one, and, we keep this thing rolling the right direction.
All right, so next chance for Blake to do that comes up on Tuesday when the Bulls host Northern Illinois. We've got much more to come with head coach Nate Oates. UB Basketball Insider continues from the Pulse Arena at the Seneca Niagara Resort.
Buffalo sports fans, join us on Tuesday, February 7th at 7 p.m. as the Maction heats up Alumni Arena. The UB men's basketball team will host Northern Illinois as the Bulls continue to battle their way through conference play on the hunt for their 3rd consecutive MAC title. With only a handful of regular season games remaining, you don't want to miss any of the action. For tickets, call 1-877-UB-THERE or visit ubbulls.com.
This segment of UB Basketball Insider is brought to you by CEFQ. For all your banking, insurance, and investment needs, visit your local branch or go to cefq.com.
So there's 5 different table games automated that you can play. A lot of people toggle between the roulette and the blackjack.
You got to turn that 10 into 20 for me, though.
Yes.
You got to hit here, right?
Yep, but you're going to want to do that
one
one
first. Oh, I got to do this
Yep.
one first. No, I want to stand here, don't I?
Go for it.
Do I hit here?
Yep. And then hit or stand again.
I want to stand there. Got to hit here. Got to hit again, right? This is all bad. I got 17. I just stand everywhere, I guess, on a 17.
We're just going to hope that dealer busts.
Yeah, because I'm in trouble. I just lost all my...
Nice.
Oh,
you won.
I
All
won.
3 hands. Congrats.
I like your advice. Yeah, we can play with you.
Awesome. So you won $16. You're at $22. Your goal. You doubled your money.
All right, so let's get out of here. I doubled my money. We're done.
Perfect.
See, I'm smart. Done.
Back with head coach Nate Oates on UB Basketball Insider. We're at the Pulse Arena inside the Seneca Niagara Resort. Nate, this season is the 100th season of University at Buffalo basketball. You've been in the middle of that celebration. What does it mean to you to have a program with that kind of history?
Yeah, it's great. We've been able to kind of get this thing rolling as we move into 100 years. Been to the NCAA tournament the last 2 years going into it, so there's been a lot of excitement here going into it. Now, there's a lot of people in the Buffalo area that new players played, come up and introduce themselves, gotten to know over the last 4 years since I've been here. So it's great to be here for that. So hopefully we can see a lot of them out for that alumni game Friday night.
Yeah, the alumni game is Friday night, 7 o'clock at Alumni Arena, and then Nate's Bulls will take part in a game the following day, the 18th, against Miami of Ohio. 3:30 start for that when they're going to honor Bulls players at halftime. Is this rumor that I heard that you're going to be the referee for the alumni game? How's that for role reversal?
It can't be that hard. Have you seen the officiating in the alumni
Yes,
recently?
I have.
Cannot be that hard
Very
to do.
low bar you're setting for yourself here.
Yeah, just give me the check that they get for the job they do.
You going to let them play, or are you going to call a lot of fouls?
Just whatever. Just blow it whenever. That's what they do anyway. So I'm sure I'll get the same grade they get.
Okay, we'll make sure the MAC office does not hear any of these comments because we don't want to get you in any trouble. Well, coming up later today, it's women's basketball at Alumni Arena as the Bulls take on Kent State. That's a 2 p.m. tip-off. And you're going to want to check out the outstanding freshman, Teresa Onwuka. She has been outstanding since she entered the starting lineup, and the Bulls have taken off since then. And a focus on the freshman is our SEFQ player profile.
Hi, I'm Teresa Onwuka. I'm a freshman on the UB women's basketball team. I started playing basketball when I was 11 years old, in Nigeria. My academy in Nigeria saw me and he was like, "You're tall, you should come play basketball." And that was how I started playing basketball. So I came here with a program called World Player ID. They give athletes in Africa who have, and all over the world, who have a good character and a good academic background, the opportunity to come further their education and also play sports in the US and other places. With my teammates made it so easy, coming here, they were like a family. They always want to know how you're doing, if you're okay, which made me feel like I was a part of something. I didn't feel left out or feel secluded. I was always with my teammates and they loved made it stronger. And the coaches are the nicest crew ever. They are always willing to listen to you and provide a solution when you have a problem for you. Playing for Coach Jack, I love Coach Jack's energy. She's very inspirational and she always believes in her players and she knows that you can do it and she push you in the right way to get to your full potential. And that is the kind of coach I want to play for, a coach that believes in me and know I can do things and push me in the right way to get those things done.
Ball to Onwuka on the left-hand side.
Onwuka's going to drive all the way around, toss it up, and good. Count the basket. She's going to head to the foul line for an old-fashioned three-point play. Beautiful move. Tessie Onwuka, great start here coming off the bench.
I like to drive a lot to the rim. I like to crash for rebounds. I like hustle play. I like to play defense a lot. I think that's my strongest point. Basketball has given me an opportunity to do things that I didn't hope to. Coming to the US is a big opportunity and I got that through playing basketball. And I've learned a lot to learn to be with people that you don't know and trying to form a family with those people. I've learned that from basketball, how to create a great family from people from different backgrounds.
Buffalo sports fans, join us on Tuesday, February 7th at 7 p.m. as the MACtion heats up Alumni Arena. The UB men's basketball team will host Northern Illinois as the Bulls continue to battle their way through conference play on the hunt for their third consecutive MAC title. With only a handful of regular season games remaining, you don't want to miss any of the action. For tickets, call 1-877-UB-THERE or visit ubbulls.com.
You can play up to 4 at once.
Really?
What would you like to play?
Who's doing 4 at once?
A lot of people do blackjack and roulette together.
Let's keep it simple. Let's go one at a time and let's do the roulette.
50 cents is the
I'm
minimum.
a big spender. Let's go $1.
Perfect. All right, so you have 23 seconds.
Okay.
You can touch whatever numbers you would like to bet on. Anything around the edges, minimum is $2.50.
All right, so here comes the spin.
Yep, the live roulette wheel is right over there, so you can watch it.
Cool.
You can pull it up right here and watch it drop.
Nice. Look at that. All right, we're bouncing, and we wind up. It went too fast. I couldn't even see what it was. What do we get?
We
won
won
again. I don't know what I got, but we won.
It's a black 2.
Black 2.
Nice.
All right. How about that? You can't play the most famous number in UB football history. There's no 46 on here. So
no,
next time
just
around,
30. You can
we'll
play
do
4
and 6. We'll do that the next time in honor of our buddy Khalil Mack. Spinning, dropping,
I'm nervous.
falling.
I don't even know what numbers you picked.
It looked like it was a black. I didn't see the number. We hit something, I think.
No, we didn't.
No?
You are all out of money.
Oh, man. Well, welcome back to UB Basketball Insider as we continue from here at the Pulse Arena inside the Seneca Niagara Resort. We're going to shift gears a little bit because our buddy John Stutzman is here to talk about a very big and maybe even emotional event for your team Sunday at Alumni Arena. John, it's the final home dual meet of the year when you will take on Central Michigan. And I know it's a special day for you because you're going to say goodbye to some very special wrestlers. At least home-wise, say goodbye.
Absolutely. It's going to be a big day for us.
Tell me what's going through your mind a little bit when you think about the contributions that your group of seniors, 5 of them, have made to this program.
Well, when I first got hired, they were my first class coming through, and these guys kind of led off and helped us kickstart this program. So it's a special group for me.
All right, when I rattle off the names of your seniors that will wrestle for the final time in Alumni Arena on Sunday against Central Michigan, a 2 p.m. start, give me some quick thoughts on what jumps into your mind. Let's start with James Benjamin.
Resilient. He's a worker, and he's ranked in the top 20 in the country, looking at being a national champion.
How about Colt Cotton? I know he's has a special place in your heart.
Yeah, Colt, I love him. He's a great kid, and he's Mr. UB. We like to say around the wrestling room. So we love him, and we're excited for his future.
How about Mohammed McBride?
I can tell you this about Muhammad. He's one of the most unique and hardest working kids I've ever been around, and he's 19 years old, and he's been 19 for 4 years, it seems like, but he's an unbelievable kid.
Tyler Rill?
Resilient. He's battled injuries, and now he's on the cusp of going to the national tournament.
And Ryan Terrian?
Ryan Terrian's special. He's the last holdover from the previous staff, and he's just done a great job of just buying in.
And I know you don't want us to forget about Mike Silvis, who has been a wrestler here but now serves as your manager. It's going to be a special day for him, too.
Love him. He does everything I don't want to do. He's on the road with us, and he's a worker. We're going to miss him.
All right, tell me a little bit about Central Michigan. What's the early scouting report for you?
They're ranked 17th in the country, and I think the first 3 bouts in that dual meet are going to be huge. We're split with their 25-pounder, 1-1. We beat their 33-pounder. And then their 41-pounder is pretty good. So if we can get those first 3, I think gives us a chance to win that duel.
All right, let's look back at a week ago when you had another successful duel win over Hofstra, 32-3. At that point, you had won 6 of your last 7 meets. What went so well against the Pride?
I just think we're really coming together as a team. We have some good kids who really buy in and train really hard, and they just love to wrestle. So anytime you have that, you put them out there on the mat, hopefully it's a good show.
The winning streak that you've been a part of in that run, we spent a lot of time sitting here where you just ached to win 2 in a row. What's the feeling that your guys are starting to put some victories together?
It's kind of surreal. 3-4 years ago, you never thought this was going to come. Now we're here, and it's fun, and we just hope to keep it going.
All right, I want to talk about a couple of guys, one that we've already mentioned, but you've still got a couple of wrestlers ranked in the top 20. Let's talk about Brian Lantry at 133, 15th in the country.
Competitor. He wants to win. He competes hard every day, and I'm really excited. I really think he can get on the podium at the national tournament. His weight class probably the toughest in the MAC, with 6 out of the 9 guys ranked in the top 15 in the country. So we're really excited about him, and he's just a workhorse.
And how about James Benjamin? We already mentioned his name as being one of the seniors, but he's ranked 18th at 197.
James Benjamin, from a walk-on to a nationally ranked guy with a chance of being a national champion. So that's a great story for him, and he's been through a lot of trials and tribulations. So we're really excited, and wishing him the best finishing up his career.
Going to be a little emotional for you?
Absolutely. I try to hold it in.
Well, if no other reason, to see Coach being emotional is a reason to be at Alumni Arena tomorrow when the wrestling team takes on Central Michigan at 2 o'clock. Stutz, always good to catch up with you.
Thank you.
That is John Stutzman. He is the UB wrestling coach. When we continue on UB Basketball Insider, we'll talk about another sport because this past week was signing day for the Bulls football team. We'll get the latest on the newest crop of players that will wear the blue and white when we return to the Pulse Arena at the Seneca Niagara Resort.
tenacity, ambition, purpose. Here, it's not just what we do, it's how we do it.
Welcome back to UB Basketball Insider from the Pulse Arena at the Seneca Niagara Resort. Earlier this week, it was college football's National Signing Day. 21 of the newest Bulls football players come from 9 states and Canada. Let's get head coach Lance Leipold's reaction to his newest group of recruits.
Well, I think, like most programs in the country, it's a very exciting day for these young men and for our program that they have a chance to sign a national letter of intent, and we have a chance to add to our program as we continue to build the type of program that we're looking for.
Great thing about today, now we signed guys from 9 different states and Canada, so it's 10 different places. So we really branched our tentacles out pretty far. I mean, we scoured the country looking for the best fits for our program academically, athletically, and personality-wise, because the culture of our team, the culture of our locker room is really important.
One of the things we're always trying to do in offense is maintain a multiple identity and a balanced identity in what we're trying to do schematically, and all these guys are able to do that. They're all great athletes. They all can play.
I think overall in defense, we wanted to identify some length in our defensive line, particularly our defensive end position. I think we were able to do that with the 3 guys that we signed. They're all tall, long, have a lot of room to grow, so pretty fast guys. I think that's something that we felt like we really needed.
On Sunday night, our players returned to campus, and we were able to have a short meeting and to see the enthusiasm and energy that they have heading into this spring. And then you move to today and all the signing and the energy again by these young men that have called in with their national letters of intent will move us closer to June when they all come together to be part of the 2017 football team.
Well, thanks for watching UB Basketball Insider. The women's team is in action later today. It's a 2 p.m. tip-off at Alumni Arena. The men's team next to work on Tuesday night when they host Northern Illinois at 7. We thank you for joining us at the Pulse Arena inside the Seneca Niagara Resort for this week's UB Basketball Insider.